Fat Furby, back again. Thanks for joining us. Here we are at Tokyo Expressway, and we're going to have a look at a race that Team Devil was in, and just try and think about what actually went wrong. And after talking to Devils, he was struggling a little bit in the Mustang, but still had a pretty good pace. So there is the first incident. A little bit, almost a brake check there. Really didn't have to brake that hard. And we are gonna find Pan Mac running into the back, just missing the brake marker completely. And a pretty rare lack of judgment there for Pan Mac. And another tap, and it's just a game of ping pong at the moment. And Dev's lucky to get around that corner. So into the pits early on the mediums, and is going to switch to the softs. So a lot of clean air now for Devs, with a fair amount of catching up to do, but the rest of the field will need to start pitting soon, and it will be a good time for Devs to make up a lot of positions. Nicely through the container section. So on to lap 6. And the rest of the field slowly starting to go into the pits as we jump on board. Nice and smooth through the S's. And a level up for you there, Devs. So up into 12th, and nice clean pass there over Makosi Academic. So Devs, coming from last, starting to make some big position gains. And Academic throws it on the inside very, very late, but gets the job done. And if you can't tell already, Makosi's car looking a bit worse for wear. And Dev's slightly outbraking himself there. And if you notice, he turned into the wall to avoid any collision with Makosi. And who knows what Makosi is thinking at this stage. A pretty violent turn there. Could have just stayed on the driving line. And Ferrari Flyer getting in amongst it as well. And the people at Mercedes probably not going to be too happy with how their car looks when Academic is going to finish this race. And more scraping So Mercedes panel shop, they are going to be working a little bit of overtime. So the field is bunching up and Devils up into 6. That is a pretty epic drive, mate. Ferrari Flyer right behind. And a little bit of a tap there. Let's hope this corner is going to be a safe one. And it's not going to work this time for Makosi, but we will just barge through. Can be frustrating at times when drivers use that style of driving. It's almost takes away from the simulation side of things and becomes a bit of game driving. So very erratic driving from Academic. And Dev's in the slipstream. Hangs it wide. And a few drivers on the inside, but Dev's up the middle. That is an amazing move. Now getting squashed a little bit. So lap 10 and Devils has lost a few spots. Pan Mac right behind. And Devils getting a better run. But nowhere to go. Academic unable to get around the corner clean. And Pan Mac giving Devils a nice little tap to keep him on the path. So early braking this time, but lap 11 and I just still do not know how that happened. And Devils race, it's game over. And Pan Mac quick to apologise for his early incident, but you definitely will not get anything from Makosi Academic. So Dev's crossing the line. Maybe next time, mate. Main event, Tokyo Expressway, manufacturer round 5, VLX GTR in pole, Lion Face in the Ferrari, Oscar Redfern up into 3rd, thanks for the tow. Phonon up into 4th, finally getting a better time. Captain Muff in 5th, Nick Mannequin in the Honda. Ridwan 7th on the grid. RoadRash in the Porsche. Haven't had a race with RoadRash for a while. R4M Boost Tezza TBR in 10th. And we were able to get up into 11th. Evil One on the track as well in 12th. Dylan Lindgren in the Honda, and God Banger. We had one disconnect, and this room was pretty disappointing when we all joined, only 15 drivers. But anyway, let's see how we go. So we are starting with the softs, VLX, mediums, softs for Phonon, and away we go, 12 laps. Medium is the requirement. So VLX leading the way, and the GTR was going to fare pretty well on this track, and TBR already right up on R4M. Into the container section, Phonon with a move on the middle. And gets through nice and clean on Oscar Redfern. RoadRash coming through as well. Running the softs. And we get the outside move done on R4M. So the Rex feeling pretty good. And a little bit quicker than the Honda in a straight line as well. And we definitely had the Rex going faster than it ever has before. It's a rare thing to see 250 on the dashboard of the Rex. R4M on the inside, and we're going to run a little wide. Can we hang it back in there? Boosted Tezza on the inside has the racing line. So we try to give a little bit of room, and a little bit of a tap there from Tezza running wide, and he hits the wall, and we're going to sneak up onto the inside. And now it's a case of running for your life. 4 cars right behind the Furby. And we get a nice run. A good exit to grab a little bit of a gap. Lion Face looking on the inside. And Phonon is going to want to try and get past and maximise the soft tyres as we jump on with RoadRash running the softs as well. get past Ridwan. And Ridwan going into the wall there and bouncing back off into RoadRash. So a slight mistake there, and RoadRash is through. And now we have the inside on Ridwan. And the Toyota very quick through these corners, but with the softs on for the Rexy, we are able to make up another spot, and TBR is next on the list, and we get a better run and stick to the inside. So a nice few scalps there to start off with for myself. VLX with a track limit penalty, and Phonon, he's gotten through and taken the lead. Half a second penalty as well for Phonon. Have to be pretty careful through the container section. So Lionface back into third, and Phonon already starting to open up the gap, and RoadRash is closing in on Captain Muffin. We get the job done on Nick Mannequin as well. So now we are chasing down for a bit of slipstream from RoadRash. So we stick to the middle, and the Rex is good on the brakes. Oscar Redfern, smooth driving. So most of the front on mediums, and RoadRash saving a fair amount of fuel as well. And Captain Muffin a little bit slower, and RoadRash letting him know, mate, you should get out the way and I can give you a tow because the Fat Furby is catching. And big inside move there from RoadRash. Nice overtake there. And we are slowly catching up to Captain Muffin. Little scrape of the wall, and that is going to help us inch a little bit closer. So back to the leaders. Phonon still out in front. VLX, GDR second. Lionface, Oscar Redfern, RoadRash, Fat Furby, Nick Mannequin, and Captain Muffin has gone into the pits. So VLX, GDR, Lionface, and Oscar Redfern on the mediums. Still very, very quick. So, two groups with different strategies, and this could be an interesting end. And was definitely working overtime, trying to get onto the back of RoadRash. And Lionface looking on the inside. Nice clean driving from Lionface and VLX GDR, and Oscar Redfern just hanging in the slipstream. So we are at half a tank now, and the wreck's definitely not good with fuel saving. So desperately trying to get onto the back of RoadRash. But it's Phonon, Lionface, VLX, GDR, Oscar Redfern, RoadRash, Fat Furby, and Nick Mannequin. Lionface, Oscar Redfern into the pits. VLX, GDR still stays out with Phonon, RoadRash, and myself. So on to the closing stages of lap 6, and VLX is going to slip into the pits, and we have just caught up to RoadRash. So Team cstbfo 1, 2 and 3 out in front. But we all know that we still have to pit, and I think at about this stage it was maybe 10 seconds to Nick Mannequin, but 10 seconds is not a lot when you've got to pit, change the tyres and refuel. Lap 8, and a few little mistakes from Phonon, and RoadRash powers through, and looking like we are all going to pit. So I myself was just going to follow the leader, and we all go in. And RoadRash, as you can see, has saved the most fuel and should get out in first still. And he does. And Phonon and myself into 6th and 7th. So a bit of work to do. But RoadRash on to the mediums. Lap 8, but Lionface, Oscar Redfern, they have the softs on as we jump on with Lionface. And Lionface on the inside, but he's gonna outbrake himself, and RoadRash still able to hold on. Meanwhile, Oscar Redfern right behind as well. RoadRash holding off Lionface and Oscar Redfern, but it won't be for much longer on this straight with the Ferrari and the McLaren. And VLX GDR in 5th with Phonon and myself right behind. We are slowly starting to slip off and not doing too well on the mediums, but still a healthy lead in front of Nick Mannikin. But Lionface gets through, and now we jump on board with Oscar Redfern in the McLaren. RoadRash still right behind, and it is looking like this one is going to come down to the wire. With only 2 laps to go, Captain Muffin in 4th. VLX GDR in 5th, Phonon 6th, and Fat Furby. We are still in 7th and probably going to finish there, but we are going to be happy with that result. So RoadRash with some good fuel saving, able to get out in front after the pit stop and set himself up in a good position. And Captain Muffin slowly dropping off, just running a little wide there. Through the fast S section, and the McLaren looking very stable, but the petrol gauge is starting to drop pretty quickly for Oscar Redfern. And Phonon still chasing down VLX GDR as we jump back on board with Phonon. So nice smooth driving there from Phonon, and we are down to almost 1 lap to go. Oscar Redfern has taken the lead from Lionface, and RoadRash still right behind, coming up to the hairpin corner. Nicely taken by all 3 drivers, and you can almost get a sense that RoadRash is just going to wait for that opportunity. Saving the medium tyres as well. So 1 lap to go. Lion Face, Oscar Redfern, RoadRash, Felix, GDR, Captain Muffin, Phonon and myself making up the top 7. Container section for the last time. Oscar Redfern hard on the brakes and RoadRash right behind. And the fuel tank is looking pretty bleak for Oscar Redfern. Is he going to have enough to make it to the end? Felix, GDR, Captain Muffin now into 5th, and Phonon chasing down Captain Muffin. Now Oscar Redfern having a look on the outside, which will become the inside, and all 3 drivers looking for the best line, and RoadRash on the inside. This is getting close. It's already been close for about 10 laps. And Lion Face and Oscar Redfern side by side. And Oscar Redfern has it on the last corner. Nice braking there from RoadRash. And Oscar Redfern is going to run out of petrol right at the line. Lion Face, RoadRash, Oscar Redfern, Felix, GDR, Captain Muffin, Phonon, myself. What a race. Credit to all those drivers. No contact at all. And this is why I like to keep playing this game, because when these races pop up, it is definitely great to be a part of. So until next time, take care, and we will see you on the track.